My fellow Americans, there's been a lot of noise from the other side of the aisle about the Big Beautiful Bill Act. Let me set the record straight, because facts matter, and so does the future of this country. They say the tax cuts favored the wealthy. What they don't say is that under our plan, every income group saw tax relief. When you cut taxes across the board, naturally, people who pay more in taxes will see larger dollar reductions. But percentage-wise, working families saw meaningful increases in take-home pay, and we doubled the standard deduction and child tax credit. That's money in your pocket, not Washington's. Now they talk about the deficit. Yes, tax cuts reduced federal revenue, but the real drivers of our long-term deficit are mandatory spending programs, not letting people keep more of what they earn. And let's be honest, Democrats are pushing for trillions in new spending with no way to pay for it. We believe in growth, not more government dependency. They complain about stock buybacks, but what they ignore is that investment followed the tax cuts. Capital expenditures surged, wages went up, unemployment hit historic lows, and companies brought cash back to America. The private sector allocates resources more efficiently than Washington ever could. And as for manufacturing, we didn't just make promises, we delivered. Before COVID hit, we saw a resurgence in blue-collar optimism and domestic production. We removed punitive regulations and created an environment where businesses wanted to build and hire here. They say we hurt the middle class because some provisions expire in 2025. That's a cheap political trick. The only reason those cuts weren't permanent is because Democrats refused to work with us to make them so. We plan to renew them, just like we said we would. I also hear the usual fear-mongering about Social Security and Medicare. Let me be clear. Republicans want to strengthen these programs, not destroy them. But if we don't address structural imbalances, they won't be around for our kids. Finally, about deregulation. We didn't remove common-sense safeguards. We cut burdensome, outdated rules that strangled entrepreneurs, farmers, and manufacturers. America should be the land of opportunity, not of bureaucracy. So yes, we cut taxes. Yes, we deregulated. And yes, we trust the American people to thrive when government gets out of the way. That's not just policy, it's freedom. And that's what the Big Beautiful Bill Act is all about.